10 gadgets that can give you superpower. Number 1. Bionic Boots. Put on a pair of these high-tech boots to add a little super to your human status. These bionic boots are ideal for sports and physical activity. They give you the ability to sprint faster, leap higher, and bounce your way to victory. The spear gun springs in the boots store energy in each stride and release you with a longer stride length and greater energy recoil. Bands made from spear gun tubing with various extensions are used to keep track of the user's weight and speed cadence. Depending on whether you want to jog or sprint, they may be adjusted to different bounce heights. Bionic boots are excellent for weight loss since they aid in the reduction of fatty deposits around the waist, buttocks, and calf. They can easily handle stony or sandy terrains. Put on this wireless Bluetooth beanie hat while wearing the bionic boots for the ultimate exercise experience. Number 2. Flyboard Air. Flyboard Air is a sort of gas turbine-powered jetpack or hoverboard. It was created by Frankie Zapata, the creator of Zapata Racing, a French watercraft rider. The Flyboard Air is a turboprop board with unrivaled maneuverability. It is the world's smallest redundancy airplane with 5 turbines. This contraption can fly even if one of its engines fails. The pilot will execute a controlled landing if 2 engines fail. In April 2016, it set a Guinness World Record for the longest hoverboard flight of 2,252.4 meters. Zapata Racing says that it can fly up to 3,000 meters and reach a peak speed of 150 kilometers per hour. It also features a 10-minute endurance and a 120-kilogram load capacity. Frankie Zapata and his team, on the other hand, continue to test the board and enhance its performance and design. Aviation safety criteria are satisfied because to the innovative stabilizing system and the redundancy of the propulsion, control, and stabilization systems. Number 3. Sea Breacher. The Sea Breacher is a significant step forward in recreational boating. The outcome of 10 years of painstaking engineering and rigorous testing is an extremely safe and stable watercraft that can withstand the constant abuse of the sea environment. Each Sea Breacher is handcrafted to the requirements of each individual buyer. The Sea Breacher, unlike traditional watercraft that only function on a 2-dimensional plane, behaves more like an airplane with complete 3-axis control like pitch, roll, and yaw. This lets the ship to cut through the waves, jump over them, dive beneath them, and slice left and right. On the water, the most recent model is even capable of 360-degree barrel rolls. During a dive, the primary wings must be kept down and function similarly to airplane wings in reverse, countering the craft's buoyancy and keeping it underwater. The many moves they may do are the consequence of different modifications of the controls at different periods. Number 4. Gecko Gloves. Thanks to the creation of these gloves, humans may now scale walls like Spider-Man. In order to create new super adhesives, scientists have attempted to duplicate the gecko's sticky foot. The outcome is gecko-like patches that may be worn on the human hand and provide a super sticky climbing ability to the wearer. Using the 140 square centimeter silicone pads in each hand, a 155-pound man was able to scale a 12-foot-high vertical glass wall in testing. The pads have been tested hundreds of times and have never failed. They function by employing microges, which are artificial setae connected to the pads with tiny springs. The microges are balanced by the springs so that they may be employed as efficiently as possible to optimize the sticking force. This pair of gecko gloves might be useful in the real world as well. Window washers, for example, might use them to climb building exteriors. The pads might potentially be used by astronauts on spacewalks for handling and grabbing onto surfaces. The prototype now only works on clean, flat surfaces, but a Stanford research team is working on a self-cleaning version based on how geckos keep their sticky feet in good shape. Number 5. Real lightsaber. James Hobson and his team, the hacksmith industry, created this hyper-realistic, retractable plasma lightsaber. The lightsaber resembles the ones made famous in the Star Wars universe. The blade is a plasma beam that can retract and expand at the touch of a button, exactly like the legendary Jedi sword. That beam is created using liquid propane gas and oxygen gas combined in a pretty sophisticated laminar flow gas nozzle, a technique used to regulate water flow in leaping fountains. It may now vary the color of the beam by adding different salts to the plasma. For those who choose to walk on the dark side, boric acid creates a green beam like Yoda's lightsaber, sodium chloride makes a brilliant yellow like Rey's, and strontium chloride produces a blazing red. However, unlike the Star Wars version, it is still not fully movable. It comes with a Ghostbusters-style external power pack worn on the back. Number 6. Gravity jet suit. Birds would boast, if only they could, with their ability to fly and all. But, due to Gravity Industries, a business headquartered in Salisbury, England, which has built the greatest flying suit this side of Iron Man, we may be able to catch up soon. The 1,050 horsepower device is powered by 5 mini-jet engines, 2 of which are incorporated into hand units, and 1 into a backpack. It has a top speed of 50 miles per hour. Flying about with a jetpack turns out to be just as awesome as you thought it would be. It's also simple to fly for those with the proper physical abilities. It's like that floating dream you experience every now and then. You are free to go wherever your thoughts leads you. Gravity holds no sway over you, and you aren't a passenger on or in a flight machine. You're flying as if you're a human. Number 7. Dr. Octopus suit. Eric Feynman, who became a self-made billionaire at the age of 19, chose to put his money to good use. Feynman rebuilt the Dr. Octopus limbs from the Spider-Man books and movies into a functional prosthesis in 2018, at the request of a little child. Feynman collaborated with a group of engineers to create these arms, which are 3D printed and driven by a system of motors that allow them to lift lightweight things. This suit, however, is being constructed for Aristu Mihan, an 11-year-old boy with hypermobility problems, who is the son of one of Feynman's mentors. The suit was designed so that Mihan could operate the 4 limbs with just his middle fingers on each hand, which were connected via the gloves. In fact, Mihan presented the concept to Feynman with the hope that a prosthesis like this might help him overcome some of his issues. Feynman has claimed that the arms are now more or less a glorified tech demo, but that with additional help and financing, they might achieve their full potential in the future. Number 8. Jetman Dubai. Jetman Dubai is a self-flying human flight jetpack that is inspired from Iron Man and brings human flight to new levels. One of the pilots, Vince Reffe, used this jet-powered carbon fiber suit to launch from the ground and soar 6,000 feet. Reffe achieved 100 meters in 8 seconds, 200 meters in 12 seconds, 500 meters in 19 seconds, and 1,000 meters in 30 seconds, all at a speed of 130 knots. The pilots were also able to achieve speeds of above 120 miles per hour, giving the impression that they were racing against the plane in the sky. It's the first time a Jetman Dubai pilot has been able to successfully hover at a low altitude while doing aerobatics at a high height in the same flight. Jetman Dubai's technology, which is controlled by the human body from the ground, allows him to achieve speeds of 400 kilometers per hour, hover, change direction, and do loops. Number 9. Skeletonics. Skeletonics is a 9-foot-tall exoskeleton robot suit that is ideal both for indoor and outdoor exhibitions. You can experience what it's like to be a giant by wearing Skeletonics. Despite its resemblance to a huge robot, the realism and fluidity of the motions you may do will astound you. Surprisingly, the garment does not run on electricity. Instead, it moves due to revolutionary technology that uses the wearer's kinetic energy to allow the suit to seamlessly and directly mirror every movement you make. This huge body's remarkable mobility offers everyone who wears it a pleasure. It has succeeded in linking the upper and lower bodies, reducing the wearer's load. You will be able to move in ways that are unimaginable for people to do on their own while wearing the availabe. Skeletonics can be customized to your specifications. It may be developed to match your vision and execute creative ideas to your requirements, including frames, circuits, and complete robots. Number 10. Invisibility Cloak. Hyperstealth Biotechnology, a Canadian camouflage firm, has patented the technology underlying a material that bends light to make persons and things nearly invisible to the human eye. This is accomplished using a lenticular lens, which is a corrugated sheet with each ridge made up of a convex lens. These are often found in 3D bookmarks and collectible football cards. However, they are left transparent in this case rather than being printed on. When many of these lenticular sheets with various lens distributions are stacked correctly, they may refract light at a variety of angles to produce dead spots. Because light can no longer flow through these spots, the subject behind them is hidden from vision, while the background remains unaffected. Unlike typical camouflage fabrics, which are confined to certain environments like woods or deserts, this invisibility cloak works in any location, season, or time of day. So what do you think about this gadgets? Which power would you like to try? Comment in the comment section below and be sure to subscribe in my channel so that you are always updated to my latest amazing video.